Hey everyone, back with another going over art video. So first up, here's Pinocchio that I drew with Little Orphan Annie eyes, and here's, I don't know what this thing is that I just doodled later because I was bored. And here's a second Skibidi Toilet picture. I don't think I recorded myself drawing this one, or maybe I did, I don't remember, or I think I did. Whatever, anyway, yeah, Skibidi Toilet. And then here's Mira Nova as a squirrel, because that was a thing, and oh, Mr. Whitaker and Eugene from Adventures in Odyssey. I was drawing them for some reason. And here's Angel and his pet pig. And here's Inez from Cyber Chase, because why not? And right here are some original superhero characters that I drew. On the other side is, let's see, I was drawing this face, and it turned into Han Solo. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll draw Chewbacca next to him. So what do I do over here? So I drew, let's see, Boba Fett's helmet, and it was really small, so I was like, I guess he's gonna be little. And so I gave him some little Gamorrean guards so they can sneak up on Han Solo. Yeah. And then here's those original superhero characters again. And here's JB chasing Ryan and Caitlin, who are stuck in balloons. Here's some of those original superheroes again. And here's one of them trapped in a thing, and here's a supervillain. Here's Fred Flintstone dressed up as live-action Korean Goku. Oh, and there's a little picture of him I started drawing and I wasn't happy with. Here's Jinbei from One Piece. I started drawing and I like the picture. I guess I didn't like it when I was drawing it for whatever reason. Here's Dr. Death from the newest Puppet Master movie. He turned out pretty good, and I'm really proud of the books here. Let's see, I just wrote nonsense on the spines. Book Volume 2, don't read this, book of, then random words. Trees, snow, dog, grass, cats, birds, tables. And on the other side is Fred Flintstone firing a Kamehameha, or a Yabba Dabba Doo. They have the same number of syllables. And here's, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what it is or why I drew it. And then here's Fred Flintstone as Goku, Gazoo as Chaozu, and Barney as Vegeta. Why not? So here's some more Fred as Goku. Fred powering up to Super Saiyan. Why not? And here's a picture I drew on the channel a while ago. I thought it would get more views, but it didn't. I don't know why. This was like a big thing for a little while. There was this bear in a Chinese zoo that stood up on its hind legs, and a bunch of people were like, it's a guy in a suit. Like, if it was a guy in a suit, it'd be the weirdest shaped guy ever. And I was so sick of hearing people say it was a guy in a suit, because there's no possible way that this is not a suit, this is, like, maybe it's, like, two short people stacked on top of each other, but then there'd be, like, a big bulge here for their, whatever. Okay, so here's another one of the original superheroes doing something. Oh, and here's a picture I never finished. I drew adult Luz and Amity, and I just didn't know what else to draw with them, so yeah, here's them on their own. Here's Jeb pulling Caitlin out of a hole. Here's this guy from SPD fighting this monster, also from SPD. I like how this turned out. This turned out pretty good. It turned out pretty cool. And here's Sophie from Wired, the rewatch episode's thumbnail, fixing her arm right before the Rangers go off and kick her out for dumb reasons. Here's JB and Caitlin fighting this dummy monster whose name I don't remember. Here's a request picture for these Phineas and Ferb characters dressed as scout troopers, and Perry the Platypus is an Ewok, and I still don't know anything about Phineas and Ferb. But apparently, like, Perry would show up, like, in the backgrounds or something, dressed in disguises. And I tried to draw another Goku Fred, but I don't know, I'd never finished, and then I doodled Angel. And here's Adora and Catra as Arnold and Helga. Why not? And here they are again. I don't know, I just thought that was a really funny idea. And here's something. I recorded myself drawing Nostalgia Critic, but I never posted it as a video. I don't even know where that recording is. So, but anyway, yeah, there's the finished version of it. I also never posted it on DeviantArt. I don't know, just something about it just seems kind of basic. I don't know. Here's a picture I never finished. Here's Daikaio, I think. One of the Kais, he's the one that Boo absorbs and makes him fat and happy. So, let's see. I doodled him, and I don't know, I guess I just couldn't think of anything else to draw. And this is when I was drawing a bunch of Dragon Ball characters. So here's Zeno, whatever, Mr. Popo, and Korin, or Karin, whatever. I think this turned out pretty cool. Oh, and they're on Karin's part of the lookout. And so here's a bunch of Kais. We got Kami, King Kai, Grand Kai, Supreme Kai. Turned out pretty cool. I like all the weird different like cosmic gods Dragon Ball has. They're really fascinating characters. And then here is let's see, Dragon Claw Z. These are these couple of weirdos that popped up on a VHS cover in Owl House. And here's Spielbahn, JB, Caitlin, and Caitlin 2. And here's another Goalie Insatiable rewatch picture. See Golan and his clone, and Dylan upset that Golan doesn't want to help her with evil schemes or whatever it was that was going on. And here is when Dylan made this thing for Golan to teleport him back to his home world, and he wasn't impressed with it. Oh. Camera's falling over. And right here is the bee from James Goes Buzz Buzz, the Thomas episode where James gets stung by a bee. And I don't know why, for some reason, I was thinking of that part from They Live where the guy comes in and says, I'm here to, kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Well, here's the bumblebee. I'm here to sting James and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum, and I made sure to draw the Sodor flag there. And this was, the first or second SPD episode. Okay, yeah, this is the second episode of SPD's rewatch picture that I did. Here's the first. And here's JB and Caitlin tied up in a cave or something. And here's a scene from RoboCop, because I had watched RoboCop. I like RoboCop. One of my favorite movies. And then right here is, I started to draw Alvida's face from One Piece. I think this was when they were putting out a bunch of behind-the-scenes pictures from the new One Piece live-action show. And here's another Goalie Insatiable rewatch thing. I think this is one of the only ones where I drew Richard, Dylan's father, who only shows up in the first season of Golan. And this was a request picture. Someone keeps requesting, like, here's Spike and one of the Equestria girls' boots. Whatever. Okay, and here's the finished picture of Alvida and Kobe. Turned out really good. I like this. The One Piece characters just have great designs. And I was flipping through an old Shonen Jump magazine, reading the old One Piece chapters, and I came across Yu Yu Hakusho, and remembered I used to really like Yu Yu Hakusho, so here's Yusuke and Kuwabara. And here's As Told by Ginger. I don't remember why I drew her, but I like As Told by Ginger. And then here's crap, I can't remember that guy's name. And Emperor Grum. Someone on DeviantArt said they were kind of similar. Yeah, kinda. And here's Carl Zichter contacting General Ivar after he falls in the water and is fed up with camping. Here's another SPD rewatch picture. This one for Stakeout, where Piggy comes in and asks Jack why Sid is so upset, and he's like, it's because I'm making her work on her birthday. Oh, that's cold. And then there's this silly picture of Luz and Amity reenacting that Family Guy scene. There's a message in my alphabets. It says, ooh, those are Cheerios. And then here's the rewatch picture for the SPD episode Idol, I think. And then, oh, there's something on the back here. Okay, that was the first picture I tried to draw the guy from Idol. On the other side is the VR Trooper picture where Percy is in prison and there's this big tough guy there. What are you in for? Breaking and entering. Where did you break into? The prison. The prison? The prison. The prison. And he runs away and tries to escape from Percy, who he thinks is insane. Yeah. And then here's Fargate trying out to be the live-action Carl, and there's a Fire in the Sky poster in the back, because I liked drawing that at the time, I guess. Here's a couple of Mario Toad people visiting somewhere, I don't know why. This one picture of Grimlord and that race guy that he used a coin or something to teleport away somewhere, I don't remember. Oh, and here's yet another one of these Dino Thunder the Hidden Episode pictures I drew that I wasn't happy with. Even though I think it looks a lot better than some of the other ones I did. Nothing on the back. Sonata Dusk, Meatwad, and a tiny little Carl in her hand, because, I don't know. Oh, and that original Ranger, I don't remember what he was for. And Sonata on the back there. A VR Trooper picture, don't remember exactly what was going on here. I think it was only Ryan could transform or something. Here's General Rildo, or Rild, whatever, from Dragon Ball GT. Love his design. He has a really cool design, and he was a fun character to fight in the old Game Boy GT game. Not a very interesting character, though. He's pretty dull character-wise, but I liked his look. He had a cool look to him. I'd love to play as him, like, in a video game. And here's some Mario characters. Was it this character eating someone with their tail? And then, oh, okay, so these are the notes I took on, oh, okay, I remember now. All those original Rangers, they were each, like, their powers came from an old villain. Okay, I remember now. And there's another VR Trooper rewatch picture. And a Goalie Insatiable rewatch picture, which turned out okay. And then I drew this when they announced that there was a new Punisher comic coming out. And it didn't have Frank. It also didn't have Jake. It had this guy. Okay, sure. Like, dude. I don't know. This guy looks kind of lame to me. I don't know. I'll wait until it comes out. Here we got some Goku Freds, Yardrat, and Dragon Ball Evolution suits for Fred. Why not? And this was a tribute to Johnny Hardwick, the voice of Dale from King of the Hill, hanging out with Styx, who... I remember when Sonic Boom came out, Styx's whole thing was she was into conspiracies, and Dale is also a cartoon character known for conspiracies, so... yeah, it fit that she'd look up to him or like be friends with him. And this was a second one I did with Styx, throwing out pocket sand, because that was like Dale's famous thing, was throwing sand at someone that he just had in his pocket for some reason. And then here's a VR Trooper thing, some monster with two Ryans. I think that Ryan was like a double that it could make or something. And here's Doggy and Cat. One of the few times I drew a character without Little Orphan Annie eyes. She still has them, though. Here's Beavis and Butthead trying to get into a Justin Bieber concert so they can beat up Justin Bieber. I never actually got around to finishing this series of comics. And then here's Impersonator eating someone and putting them in a unicorn costume or something. And then here's the City Walk from South Park guy with some Vice City characters. And here's a whole bunch of Star Wars villains. We have the Emperor there, Grievous, Maul, Dooku, Vader, and Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett doesn't quite fit in, but whatever. This was, I think, a request for somebody. This is what they wanted. Oh, this is older than I remembered. This is from Wild Force, so there's Oni Kage with Jindrax and Toxica behind him there. Here's the Big Lebowski guys. Dude, Walter, Donnie. That was his name. And there's, let's see, Cole and his Wild Force thing. I can't remember the name of it, and the monster. The monster looks cool. I like him. And then here's some, and the Infinity Train characters as Mer-people. And VR Troopers, let's see, the Littlest Trooper, I think was the name of this episode. The one where Grimlord tries to kidnap a Christmas elf and get him to grant his wish, and the elf is like, meow. Teutonhawken's Curse. Here's Teutonhawken getting ready to fight with Kira because he feels like it. There wasn't really a reason. And here's a Scooby-Doo Mer-Dog, whatever. Here's the Street Sharks waving goodbye to the Dino Avengers. So long. You won't be missed. And I don't remember... This was a request for somebody. Okay, so she jumps on this person and absorbs them through her dress. And Pikachu was shocked. Yeah. And here's part of the Street Sharks epilogue finale I was writing. Paranoid, now in his, like, stupid lizard form, is in prison with Malcolm Medusa and Clamando, and he's trying to get them to help him escape. Here's Cartman, Kenny, and Wendy. Don't remember why. And then here's Trent drawing himself into a comic in that one episode of Dino Thunder, Drawn into Danger, where there's a comic book the Rangers get sucked into, and here's some sketches of this one thing that eats people with their tail. Another Goal in the Insatiable rewatch picture. I love this one scene where Carol breaks her arm. It's the best animation. I tried to get it across in the picture there. I also love this bit here where Golan, like, holds up Dylan by her tongue. It's a really funny scene, and it's really weird animation. And so right here is someone absorbing someone with their hair. Okay. Dino Thunder. I couldn't draw Mesagog here, but everybody else turned out okay. And then just Grimlord. Just by himself. Nothing really super special, just Grimlord on his own. Where's the door hole? I don't remember why I drew this. There was something going on. I kept seeing that meme, so I wanted to draw it. And here's a tribute I did to, I can't remember what her name was. She played, she played Ma in Friday the 13th Part 5. This is the scene where she's holding the chicken. I'm going to chop you into itty-bitty pieces, my friend. And here's another Dino Thunder thing I drew when I was really disappointed with Zeltrax's motivation. It took my gerb. And then here's some other, like, humans that became corrupted because of, like, intense things. And then here's stupid Zeltrax. And here's someone hugging a bird. I don't know who they are. I don't know what this was a request. I don't know who they are. Here's another request. The Digimon Frontier kids with a bunch of little big-headed people. I don't know who they are. Here's my first sketch of Bobbity. And here's the completed Bobbity. Here's the tribute to Ray Stevenson, who was a great Punisher in Punisher Warzone. Not my favorite of the Punisher movies, but, like, there's some really cool stuff in that movie, some great elements in there. And then here's Jar Jar Binks and Rainbow Dash. I'm sure there was a reason why I drew this, but I don't remember. Here's Scooby-Doo as Mowgli and Baloo. This was a request. A lot of requests, I have no idea what the context was. And here's a bunch of notes I took for the Weird Things in Dino Thunder video, and a really derpy-looking Scooby-Doo there. Here's Luz from Owl House with the Monkey King. Why? I don't know, why not? Speaking of Owl House, here's that little wolf thing kid that hangs around the one guy with Dr. Octopus. Specifically movie Dr. Octopus. Why? I don't know. Because it's cool. And here's Bridge from that one SPD episode that was inexplicably popular with YouTube's algorithm for about a month. And then dropped off at like 500 views. And here's a bunch of fangirls yelling at Doom Master for a VR Troopers picture. Oh, and here's the first picture I did of those original superhero characters. This was just a quick sketch I did for one of the Dino Thunder videos. I don't remember which one. I think it might have been the Legacy of Power edit video. I just wanted to do a quick original team of superheroes, so I sketched them out really quick, and then I was like, you know what, I kind of like these guys. Oh, and there's another picture. So here's the Golden and the Insatiable rewatch picture, where Golan turns little and gets shot with arrows, and they're stuck up there, and Carol goes off with this robot, and here's this one thing pulling a person out of their kangaroo pouch, and they're in an outfit like theirs because, I don't know. And here's Daishi, Eat Your Bread. And Hong Kong Phooey. And a very cartoony Terror Toad who's just eaten some people. So yeah, I've been going for a while, so that's it for this one. I'll do another one sometime later. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.